Okay, let's do a mini series on urine therapy. I'm going to do an epic series of the benefits of all of these nutritious things in the urine. But first, for the video and for YouTube and all this when I put it up, announcement: I am now working for and happy to work for Alkalize to Realize, a company run and owned by Lee Robert Molson, Fabian Farquharson, and people that work for them are Pixie Rose, Mehmet, and Solely Spirit, and myself on to do interviews with people, which is fucking cool. So I'm excited to be with these guys, preaching the same things: urine therapy, fruits, fasting, and all these kind of things. So I will be back on doing interviews weekly for my YouTube channel, for my Facebook, and for Alkalize to Realize in the, very soon. But this video, I'm trying to tackle a huge subject, which is, it could take forever, but I'm going to tackle it bit by bit, and it's worth going into. All of the nutritious things that you find in your urine, which is just your blood, which you can retake when you do urine therapy. And I made a previous one on B vitamins. If you haven't seen that, check out my channel, Holistic Health with Harry on YouTube. I put up there. It's the first one of the series I did: B vitamins, B1, B2, B3, B5, B6, B9, B7, B9, B12, and how much quantities there are of the B12, and also testosterone, how much quantities are in men, and what are the benefits of having testosterone and resupplying the urine. That was number one. So it's intimidating a little bit. Done some research today. It's exciting at the same time because all these benefits we get when we drink the pee. It's amazing. So part two will be Tyrosine, which you guys might have heard of. I'm pretty sure you would have heard of Tryptophan. A lot of people have heard Tryptophan. So I'll talk about how much and the benefits, and Valine, and also leucine and isotine, because leucine and isotine are very similar. So with that being said, let's hi Leon and Amanda. Let's go for the information, and let's talk a little bit about what I learned about how we can reuse. The point of making this is these are all substances available in your urine that you can retake and reuse like medicine. Instead of supplements, your urine is the ultimate supplement. That is the point of me making this video. Point of me talking about this stuff. Your urine is the ultimate supplement. And I'm going to tell you why. So, B vitamins, ridiculous amount. Testosterone, ridiculous amount. This one, Valine, leucine, and Iso-Leucine. Now, you might not have heard of these. I'm just going to read it out verbatim. These are branch-chain essential amino acids providing a stimulant activity. Actually, the three I've just named, Valine, leucine, and isotine, which are all found in high quantities in your urine, comprise of 2/3 of the amino acids in the entire body's protein. So these three, Valine, leucine, and Iso-Leucine, comprise 2/3 of the amino acids in the entire body. Right? That's crazy. Now, benefits. They're called branch-chained essential amino acids. Okay? The leucine has 28 mg, which is a lot. Iso-Leucine has 14 mg, which is a lot. Valine has 6 mg, which is a lot. You can reuse. Why do you want these? Apart from the fact that 2/3 of the body's amino acid proteins are covered, I'll tell you why. They supply the muscle with an extra glucose responsible for the energy production during physical activity, preventing the breakdown of muscle. So they are key proteins for muscular regeneration and prevention of breakdown of the muscles. Supplies the muscles with energy. Proteins. Really powerful proteins. They're also important for smooth nervous system and cognitive function. Also are effective apparently as appetite suppressants. That's pretty interesting to me, because people say that urine therapy is an effective effective appetite suppressant. So possibly one of the reasons why is because of the Valine, leucine, Iso-Leucine is making you not want to eat. Possibly that. Now, all three of these found in high quantities in your urine, what they do, science has proven, they increase muscle growth. Very cool. They decrease muscle soreness. Very cool. Reduce fatigue. Awesome. Prevents muscle wasting. So a lot of things to do with muscle, huh? Regeneration of muscle. Endurance athletes actually take supplements of Valine, leucine, and Iso-Leucine so they can go longer on their endurance runs. And it's a trick they use, you know, this protein shake shit. They've got Valine, leucine, Iso-Leucine in the protein shakes. Professional athletes use these to keeps their muscles from breaking down and to keep them going for longer. So when we do the urine therapy, we don't even need the fucking protein shake. We just spit it out and we use our own medicine. Also, a key factor, aside from the muscle thing, which is fucking huge, is Valine also and the other two remove excess nitrogen from the liver and is able to transport nitrogen to other tissues in the body as needed. So if there's too much nitrogen in the liver, which is not a good thing, it removes it and it redistributes the nitrogen to other areas of the body. So it's very powerful apparently to treat liver disease and gallbladder disease. Basically, if you've got liver stones and gallbladder stones, it's a great to supplement with urine therapy on Valine, leucine, Iso-Leucine. These are the mechanisms. One of the many substances that helps with liver disease, helps remove those stones, helps reduce the excess nitrogen from the liver. Could be a great liver flush, could be another reason why. The liver being a very important organ to focus on. So, that's that one. Now, tyrosine. Tyrosine you might have heard of. It's kind of common. It's a precursor, tyrosine, for dopamine. It's a precursor. That means in order to make dopamine, you need tyrosine. It's a precursor for dopamine. It's a precursor for adrenaline. It's a precursor for noradrenaline. It's a precursor for thyroid hormones you make. It's a precursor for melanin. What? What did you say? I just said that tyrosine is a precursor for like 5 different things. I guess tyrosine is kind of important in this world of nutrition. I guess, right? Well, there we go. Dopamine's fucking important. Adrenaline, noradrenaline's very important. Thyroid hormones are very important. And so is melanin. You can't make them without enough tyrosine. Guess what? You've got tyrosine in your urine in high amounts. It's proven. Healthy subjects, unhealthy subjects have got high amounts of tyrosine. So, what people have found is that happiness, because when you supplement with tyrosine, or when you do urine therapy with tyrosine, this could be just one of a million mechanisms why, when we drink urine, we seem to remove depression. Maybe it's the tyrosine as a small factor because it's increasing levels. Can't make dopamine without tyrosine. Can't make adrenaline. You know, all these things. Now, tyrosine definitely does improve cognitive thoughts, just like that, to switch focus from one thing to, it's proven. It also apparently improves symptoms of ADHD, your ability to focus. So tyrosine is key in that regard. Apparently it removes depression. For the reasons I just said, it kind of makes sense to me. What else? Improves your mood, apparently. You take your tyrosine, drink your pee, improve your mood. What else? And I can't even read my own writing. Brilliant. Oh yeah, and Parkinson's, because people reckon, I don't know if you believe the mainstream science, but mainstream science says that Parkinson's disease is dopamine. There's something to do with dopamine, lack of dopamine. It's not working properly, dopamine, in Parkinson's disease. So when we supplement urine therapy and get lots of tyrosine again, apparently it helps with Parkinson's. But let's be honest here. All these little things like tyrosine, Valine, leucine, they all help with diseases, not just one disease. It's crazy. Crazy. Oh, if you are low in tyrosine, you're likely to get stressed because your body doesn't produce adrenaline, noradrenaline. So when you supplement with tyrosine and drink your pee, you increase your levels of adrenaline, noradrenaline, which helps with stress. You want adrenaline to be released when you're stressed. It won't be if you don't have a lot of tyrosine in your body, because tyrosine is the precursor, not just for dopamine, for adrenaline, noradrenaline. So you need that to handle stressful situations. You need a high level of tyrosine. How do you do that? Urine therapy, baby. It's urine therapy all the way. Tyrosine done. Tryptophan, I'm sure you've heard of, that's in turkey or chicken or whatever, but you don't have to eat meat to get high on tryptophan. Because that's how I look at it, it's a high. If you never tried taking supplements of tryptophan, it's a high, rest assured. Now, whereas tyrosine was a precursor for dopamine, melanin, noradrenaline, and adrenaline, try tryptophan's interesting. It's a precursor for serotonin, it's a precursor for melatonin, and it's a precursor for niacin, vitamin B3, which is very cool. So none of these three can be made without high levels of tryptophan. Where's tryptophan found in high dosages? Urine therapy. How do we get happy? High levels of serotonin. Can't make high levels of serotonin if you don't have high levels of tryptophan. Kind of important, right? So, what they found is people that supplement on tryptophan have improved sleep quality. This could be a two-factor, because high serotonin during the day and then high melatonin at night will give you good sleep. And because tryptophan is the precursor of both serotonin and melatonin, guess what? You have a good sleep when you have high tryptophan. Now your body can make the proper amounts and high amounts of serotonin and melatonin. That's very fucking cool, right? Very cool. So improve sleep quality when you get high tryptophan. Where's high tryptophan found? It's in your urine. It's very simple. Apparently it removes depression, possibly for the factor that serotonin is a happiness hormone, and if you make lots of serotonin with high tryptophan, you're going to remove depression. Could be that, but it seems to work with that. Serotonin conversion in the brain, and it improves your mood. I mean, all these substances I've just mentioned, kind of briefly, I don't want to bore you, are wonderful. Valine, leucine, and iso-leucine. To recap, these three branch change amino acids make up 2/3 of the entire body's proteins. Found in high doses in your urine, essential for prevention of muscle wasting, longevity of your muscles, regrowth and regeneration of your muscles, removing excess nitrogen from the liver, helping with liver disease, helping optimize your liver function, all these kind of things. This is why people supplement on Valine, leucine, isotine, all these bodybuilders and these athletes, when all they should be doing is drinking epi, in my opinion. It's that one. Tyrosine, we mentioned it's a precursor, is dopamine, noradrenaline, adrenaline, melanin for skin as well, and dopamine is kind of important. All of these are important things. So tyrosine is very important, and as is tryptophan, because that's the precursor to serotonin, melatonin, and niacin, vitamin B3. You see how it works? It's as simple as you realize that there's high dosages of all these wonderful things in your urine. And it's as simple as that. When you drink it, you redose on all of these magic medicines. And it is the ultimate supplement. And I'm going to be talking about a lot more than just these aforementioned, because there's too many. There's too many. I barely started. It's going to be like a 20-part series of research into why urine therapy is the ultimate supplement. So, well, yeah, you can salmon, mate, you can eat turkey, but it's a meat, and, you know, some people say, and I believe it's not healthy for you to eat meat, so I don't know. Although I'm not saying tryptophan's not in it, so. Anyway, yeah, that's it. Enjoy the series, and, do research on tryptophan, and tyrosine, and valine, and leucine, and iso-leucine, like I said. There's a million reasons why urine therapy works. We've got to break it down, though, for the geeks in us, so we can figure out, you know, what's going on. Alright, peace.